I think we're ready for like defensive, creative control, risky plays because we're doing it on offense now, which will build out consistency over time. And we have good impact on the way back to defense like that through cuts. We just need all of that here. All right, we got Loomis on 100 ping with Buckshot playing West. Champ 1, Champ 2. Let's try. Good shot. Little risky business right there, but all G, all G. Good patience. Good patience. Nice try, dude. I like you going for reset. I like our cuts, too. Not just that, but I'm anchoring on the previous review, talking about impact on the way back to defense. I think we have nice impact right there. I want to look at our defensive challenges. I think this still needs to be a major focus for you, Loomis, meaning our transition control, our ball control, and our offense. It's clicking to where we're going for air dribbles, we're going for doubles, we're going for resets. It's clicking. But we're still extremely traditional with our defense to where it's back post, backboard, which are good defensive positions, but getting a little bit more meta with prejumps, right? Ceiling challenges, ego challenges. I'm going to be thinking about that just because of like player progression and just more meta. And I like our fakes, man. I like our shadow defense. I like our traditional game sense. So, like, that's the good stuff. Like, the cuts. Like, this is good. This is high level. Okay? Like, for, like, Champ 1, Champ 2. You're being annoying on the way back. And you're looking for it. I love that we're up for that. That's a step in the right direction. I mean, it's good that we're waiting, but I'd love to see us up right now. It's fixing this delay time. I mean, it's good that we're waiting, but I want us to be more aggressive and risky on defense. And that seems like counterintuitive because if you're risky, you're going to get scored on. But I want you up quicker. I want this to be a sidewall double. Some of these previous plays, which again are good plays, but you're not getting punished because it's a lower rank, meaning like this is our average rank, but throw you in a Grand Champ 1 lobby, you're going to get punished. I would like to see you actually jump off the wall for this. And then it's like, why would I jump off the wall with 30 boost? But then fake jump down to the ground and set up your dribble that way instead of like down here, right? You see how that player just leaves? I know this is like big what ifs, but throwing you in a higher level lobby, this player's going to do this, he's going to do this, and he's turning. And he's going to 50 you, and he's going to bait you, and he's going to try to get you to panic on defense, but this dude just leaves the play. I don't care, like, again, I just used a fake jump example. All right? But, like, there's a lot of creative, riskier ways to play a ball like this instead of waiting and being super calculated. And then I'm going to show another example, a couple of them. I want this to be touch into ceiling, free flip air dribble out, air dribble transition. And we just kind of messed it up, and that's why we went down. And that's fine. But then we see that, and you're pre-flipping this touch in the corner to pinch, quick beat, and then follow up. And then 50 this guy to overcommit. The simplest way to think about it, it's defensive aggression, defensive risk. Because, like, say we're going for air dribble reset here. You have it on offense, and you have the riskier defense on the way back when you're cutting. You have that. I want that sidewall double. This is how we get better. You have the impact on the way back. You're just gonna get to a point where you get stuck in a rank because players are punishing you. And we're going to be scoring less goals that look like this. Right? Where all you do is go up for an aerial and it somehow focuses a double commit. Like, we're going to be scoring less goals like that where we're going to need some crazy stuff. And if we play goal line defense and play smart, people are going to clip on us. So I'm doing some future proof right here. The best time to practice all this stuff is in a rank, you know, your current rank where you're not getting punished a ton. So we do. Love this. I love the back control. Love this. Love that. I want more of that because, like, you need to learn the game sense of bringing a ball back like this and know that you're going to get chased. So this needs to be a boom or a really quick ceiling. It's not going to be smart and calculated and slow because that'll happen. But I love the game sense behind that. And unfortunately, we get punished, but I want more of that. Not us getting scored on, but actually, I wouldn't mind you getting scored on. We just need to be a little bit more defensively aggressive and risky. And our transition mechanics, specifically sidewall doubles. If I could list out all the mechanics I would practice, backboard into ceiling, backboard into pre-flip air dribble transition, backboard into sidewall double setup off the ground, sidewall air dribble reset. We have sidewall air dribble reset. Keep cutting on the way back, and then look to prejump, look to ceiling challenge off the backboard off the corner. Look for super cheeky ego challenges in the corner. Remember, the corner is super safe. Unless you completely miss the ball, you could typically dive at the ball, especially if you're a first man, you have someone behind you. I just want to see riskier game sense. That's super tough for players to think that way because typically want to play safe on defense. But again, it's part of your progression, Loomis. Like, you've truly changed as a player in the past 6 months, so you can apply the stuff I'm talking about, and we just need more of this. You're too pretty with it. I mean, just go. Like, you're overthinking it because the net's behind you. You might get scored on. Just go. Right? Like, I want to get out of a rank, and you do too, when you're getting rewarded for playing safe and smart. That dude is air dribbling backwards. And, like, eventually we're going to get to the rank where you're going to play safe and smart, and this dude actually air dribbled forward and air dribble bumped you and scored on you. To where, like, you need to go up for this, air 50 it, recover, demo, create pressure that way. Like, I don't want to get too crazy with it, but we're almost like losing out on a lot of game sense that's tied to risk. Where, you know, if you play safe, then you only know the game sense associated with the safe positioning, the safe decision. But if you play risky and overcommit, then there's all that game sense of how to make up for the mistake. And I do think overall, like with ball control, with mechanics, a lot of the times we're missing or mechs are breaking down. We're too slow for our first touch. I think we're a little too hyper-focused on the first touch. I think you just need to, like, do that. Like, I'll kind of explain what I'm talking about. Like, hit, go. Right? Like, you're not, like, you're not overthinking that first touch. You're focusing a good first touch, but you're not overthinking it versus here, where you're just like, gotta make sure I time that perfectly. Don't work on... I would almost rather see us have our first touch break down than to look like that, where we're trying to set it up way too perfect. And I love this. Like, see how that guy's chasing you? I want you to be able to deal with that. And that's why I'd leave this. I think we're ready for like defensive, creative control, risky plays, because we're doing it on offense now, which will build out consistency over time. And we have good impact on the way back to defense like that through cuts. We just need all of that here. And there's pieces of it, right? Like you'll ceiling challenge as we're on the ceiling, but you'll do a ceiling challenge in threes. You'll pre-jump in threes. Like it is there. We just need to kind of develop it a bit more. Good. And what's good is previous weeks we talked about stop rotating to back post, getting out of the traditional. So we're getting out of the traditional positioning, but we still have the traditional like decision making and risk management style. We're getting there. We need to just continue to focus it. It's funny when I tell players to stop rotating to back post, because typically that's when you've made it, right? You've gotten to a rank where you don't need to rotate back post and just wait. Although that is extremely viable even at GC.